What's going on, everybody? This your man Lucky. I'm back with another one, man. Y'all know how I do. Check this out. I'm gonna get straight to the point. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about why men need to stay in their place. That's right, man. I'm talking about why you should never move in with a woman. I'm just gonna give you my opinion on it. And look, I'm gonna get straight into it, man. First and foremost, man, guys, if you have never lived alone, I suggest you live alone first before ever even considering moving in with a woman, okay? When I say live alone, I'm not talking about, living in your parents' basement or living with a roommate or something like that. I mean, 100% totally on your own where you make all of the decisions. There's nobody else that you have to consult with or anything like that. You do what you want to do, when you want to do it, how you want to do it, for whatever reason you want to do it. If you have never been in a situation like that, guys, in my opinion, before you even think about moving in with a woman, you might want to live on your own first. Just to know what it's like to have that responsibility. Just to know what it's like for pretty much everything to fall on you as an individual, okay? You have to experience that first, guys, before you even consider moving in with a woman. That's just what I suggest, okay? So now I'm just gonna go down the line. I'm just gonna kind of, make some comparisons on living on your own versus living with a woman, right? First and foremost, like I said, guys, when you live alone, you do what you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, for whatever reason you want to do it. You don't have to consult with anybody. You might have to consult with yourself, but that's about it, okay? When you live with a woman, man, everything is going to be a compromise. Everything is going to be a compromise. It just is what it is. And that's if y'all move, you and the woman, y'all been together for a long time and y'all just want to progress things and y'all get a place together. Okay, you're going to have to split those decisions. You're going to have to compromise. It's going to be even worse if it's the woman's place and you move into her place, which I suggest that you not do that. In my opinion, that's just not a good idea. It's just not a good idea at all. Okay, so that's why I said never move. Y'all can move in together. You understand what I'm saying? But never move in with the woman. Okay, you got to break it down. Never move. Y'all can move in a place together, but you never move in with her. I really don't suggest like either one, but I mean, at the end of the day, there's a time and place for everything. And y'all you're going to do what you're going to do. I'm just making a comparison between the two. So understand, when you live alone, you do whatever you want to do, how you want to do it, when you want to do it, for whatever reason that you want to do it. Okay. When you live with a woman, it's going to be a compromise. That's it. That's how it goes, okay? That's one of the, comparisons, okay? Another way I like the comparison, another comparison that I like to make is, guys, when you live alone, you come and go as you please, okay? This is part of doing what you want, how you want, right? But you come and go as you please, okay? When you live with a woman, right, the first thing they're going to do is put a curfew on you. I guarantee it, okay? They're going to say, I get it. They're going to say, hey, look, the respectable time to be in is, and whatever time they feel it is. If it's, I don't know, but whatever time they say. But just understand, when you move in with a woman, guys, more than likely you are going to have a curfew. That's just what it is. Women will tell you that, hey, this is just out of respect. And again, I get it. I fully understand it. And there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? It is what it is. But just understand that you will have a curfew, okay? Understand that. It's just what it is, okay? Another thing, guys, man, when you live with a woman, man, and y'all guys know that you're supposed to always be on your purpose. It is harder to be on your purpose when you live with a woman. See, when you live alone, you understand what I'm saying? You have way less distractions. Way less distractions. If you live alone, you really shouldn't have any distractions other than, your phone and people calling you on your phone and stuff like that, man. Just turn your ringer off, man. Sit your phone down and focus on your purpose. But see, when you live with a woman, it's harder to focus on your purpose because now, naturally, you're going to be focused on that woman. You're going to be, and not, even if you're not focused on her, that woman is going to become a distraction. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all in the house together, you focusing on your purpose. She comes in from wherever. She wants to talk about her day and she wants to talk about your day and wants to do this and do that and all this kind of stuff like that. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? If you're in a relationship, those are just the things that you do, right? When you're together, but it takes away. You understand what I'm saying? It takes away from you being on your purpose, okay? And that is problematic for you as a man. Anything that takes you away from your purpose, or that can take you away from your purpose on a daily basis, I'm just telling you guys, it's problematic, and you don't want that, okay? Again, I'm just kind of weighing the pros and the cons, man. I'm just making a comparison here on living alone versus living with a woman, okay? Another thing, guys, and I wrote all this stuff down, so this is what I'm looking at, okay? Another thing, man, just space. Just having your own space to unwind, okay? As men, we live a rough life, and from time to time, man, we just need to unwind and just be totally unbothered. That's why you see a lot of married guys and stuff like that. When they go buy a house, one of the things that they always looking for is a man cave. Like, okay, this is going to be my man cave, and I need a man cave. You understand what I'm saying? They need that space where they can just have their own space. Now, guys, think about it. How much space can you actually have when you're living with a woman and she has access to that space? I mean, it's a nice thought. It's a great idea. You understand what I'm saying? And I guess it does work to some degree. But just understand, when you live alone, you got total space. You understand what I'm saying? And you can do whatever you want to do in that space. It just is what it is, man. Sometimes you just gotta unwind, guys. Sometimes, and this leads me to the next thing, peace of mind. Peace of mind. Sometimes you need your own space to unwind so you can have a peace of mind. You cannot do that when you have a woman who, I mean, let's just face it, guys, women have needs. And the more available you are, the more they're going to utilize your time for you to meet their needs. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, can you help me do this? Oh, this needs to be done. Oh, can you go? This is just always something, simply because you're there. Again, guys, this takes you away from your purpose, number one, which is not good for you as an individual. And number two, you never have the time to really unwind for your peace of mind. You need that, guys. That's just what it is. You understand what I'm saying? So that's how living on your own versus living with a woman affects you as an individual. Now, let's talk about the relationship. Let's talk about how when you move in with a woman, how it affects the relationship, okay? And of course, this is assuming that you've been with a woman for a long time. Listen, I don't suggest moving in with a woman after 6 months, a year. I mean, in my opinion, man, you have to put in some time in that relationship before you even consider moving in with a woman. That's just my thoughts. You understand what I'm saying? That's just my thoughts. That's just my opinion, right? So let's talk about how when you move in with a woman, it affects the relationship as a whole, right? Okay, number one, it gets rid of all of the mystery. See, understand, women get bored quick, okay? Women will tell you, oh yeah, let's move in together, simply because it's, in my opinion, more of like, I don't want to say like a power thing, but it's just like, now they know where you are and what you're doing. It gives them a sense of control. You understand what I'm saying? It gives them a sense of control. And what happens, the mystery is now gone. See, women wonder when you're not around. They wonder, what are you doing? What is he doing? Where is he at? Of course they do that. You ever had a woman just call you randomly? Hey, what you doing? Nothing. What you mean you doing nothing? How you do? You understand what I'm saying? Where you at? What you doing later? Right? When you live with a woman, man, it cuts down that mystery, man, because really at the end of the day, if you're not at work, more than likely you at home with her. She's sitting there watching. She knows where you are. You know what I'm saying? So that mystery of, man, I wonder what he's doing. I wonder where he is. That mystery is gone. And believe it or not, that really affects a woman. They don't really realize it, but It really does. You know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like female nature, guys. It just is what it is. When that mystery is not there, like where's he at and what he's doing and all that. When a woman always knows what your next step is, where you are now and where you're going to be going, and you get into a routine. Okay, after work, he's going to the gym. From the gym, you know what I'm saying? He's coming home, you know, whatever like that. He's going to sit on the couch and watch TV. It gets boring for a woman, I'm telling you. So that's one way that it's going to affect your relationship. Trust and believe. When a woman knows that you're just always there, you are no longer that important. You just become a part of just everyday life. That's it. There's no incentive for her to necessarily want to see you. You know what I'm saying? There's no excitement. There's no nothing for her to want to see you. See, guys, when you live alone, you know what I'm saying? When you say, look, we're going to get together on Friday. Okay, we're going to hang out on Friday. And it's Monday. I'm telling you, Monday, she's going to be thinking about Friday. Tuesday, she's going to be thinking about Friday. Wednesday, Thursday, she's going to be thinking about Friday. Friday morning, she's going to be thinking about Friday evening. You understand what I'm saying? Guys, when you live together, if you tell her, look, we're going to go out on Friday. Okay, whatever. I'm still going to see you Monday. I'm still going to see you Tuesday. I'm still going to see you Wednesday, Thursday. There's no excitement, guys. So that's one way that it affects your relationship, guys. Man, another thing, man, it keeps women on their toes. It just does, man. When you live alone, okay, guys, when you're not living with that woman, it keeps that woman on her toes. That's just what it is, man. Once y'all cohabitate, man, it just a little bit different. That kind of goes to what I was just saying about the mystery and all of that. It just, when you're not there, she's going to do things a little bit different than when you are there. Trust and believe. You just become a regular. You know what I mean? You just become a regular. It doesn't give her a chance to miss you. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, listen, anybody who's living with a woman, you understand what I'm talking about. After a month or two, you ain't got no conversation, ain't really, you know what I'm saying? The same old, how was your day? What'd you do today? Blah, 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 whatever. It's not fun. It's not exciting. Okay? It's exciting in the beginning, but after a while, it's just like, okay, it's regular. Okay? Everything just dies down. So that's how that affects your relationship. When you live alone, they still got that excitement. It still keeps them on their toes. Okay? Another thing, guys, and man, this one right here, man, this one right here is really good, guys. Guys, when you live alone, right, versus living with a woman, when you live alone, it helps you to remain detached. Okay, it helps you to remain detached. See, what happens when you live with a woman, you just naturally become more attached to that woman. The more attached to that woman that you are, the more at risk you are, guys. You understand what I'm saying? That when you get that emotional attachment, no longer can you think logically. You're no longer, when it comes to boundaries and stuff like that, you're no longer enforcing them boundaries and things of that nature, because some guys are like kind of slip into a scarcity mindset, because it's like, man, we live together. And, if I do this or if I do that, I'm gonna either end up sleeping on the couch or I'm not gonna get none of that pie tonight. You know what I'm saying? Or if we get into a fight or whatever the case may be, I'm gonna have to go stay at a friend's house or something like that. Man, you just naturally kind of fall out of that masculine frame, guys. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of be in a scarcity mindset a little bit. Now, this is not everybody, man. If a lot of guys can still maintain that frame, but I'm telling you, if you move in with a woman and it's her place, first of all, if you move into a woman's place, in my opinion, frame is decreased out the gate. Masculine frame is decreased out the gate. That's just my opinion, because she has the power. She has the leverage in that relationship, in that situation. Put it like that. Maybe not in necessarily the relationship, but in that living situation, man, she has the leverage. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just going to be difficult for a lot of guys. Man, some guys can do it, man. If you can do it, man, hey, more power to you. But some guys, it's just more difficult when you're living in her place for you to maintain that frame. Because I'm telling you, at some point in time, when you start, getting on them boundaries and start checking when they do these little tests and this little disrespect and stuff like that, I'm telling you, women like to have control, man. They like to have the power. And, that first time when it comes down to, hey, man, you gonna have to sleep on the couch, or, we just got into a little argument or something like that, man. You might have to go stay at a friend's house or something like that. Man, listen, I'm gonna just say this, man. When it's all good, man. But when it start getting bad, man, it's really, really bad. You understand what I'm saying? So, guys, man, you always want to be able to maintain frame. You understand what I'm saying? So when you live with a woman, especially when you moving into her place, man, listen, it's hard to maintain that frame, man. So, I mean, why would you not just stay in your place, fellas? Stay in your place. That's all I'm saying, man. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm just giving my opinion. Y'all gonna do whatever y'all gonna do, right? So listen, I'm gonna give you my views, man. That was just like the comparison, man. Just kind of like the pros and cons. I'm gonna give you my overall view, and then y'all take it for what it is, man. First and foremost, man, when you live with a woman, in my opinion, it wears down a little bit on your masculine frame. It's just my opinion, guys, but it does, and it goes to the cons that I was just saying that come into play when you move in with a woman. So you're gonna deal a little bit with focusing on your purpose, right? That's gonna wear down your frame a little bit, guys. It just is what it is, man. It's easier for you to get attached to a woman. You know what I'm saying? The more attached that you are, the more emotionally attached you are to that woman, man. It kind of wears. It put wear and tear on that frame, man. It's just harder for you to maintain frame. In my opinion, guys, that's just my opinion, okay? So when you move in with a woman, man, it's just harder to maintain that masculine frame, okay? So if you do decide that you're gonna move in with a woman, man, make sure that you continue to do all of the masculine activities that you did, man. If you got a group of friends that, man, you hang out with, man, and y'all tough it out, whatever, man, continue to do that. Don't just stop now because you moved in with a woman. You're like, I'm gonna stop hanging out with the fellas, man. I'm gonna stop doing this and doing all that, man, and slow down, or going to the gym and all that, man. Now you start eating sloppy because she's making all this good food, man. You eating all this pasta and you eating all this whatever, man, whatever she making, man. Got all these kind of crazy desserts, man. Y'all know women love desserts, man. Now, you know what I'm saying? As far as your physique, man, you falling off, man. You ever notice, man, when you with a woman, man, you all just out of shape, man. Out of shape, man. What happened when you break up with that woman? What happened? First thing you do is, man, I gotta get back in the gym. Man, I gotta get back in the gym, man. I gotta go hard, man. I gotta eat right, man. I gotta this and that, man. What happened, man? Because, man, you got emotionally attached to that woman, man. And then once that emotional attachment was broken because you broke up or whatever, man, you going through heartbreak and all that. Guys, we know what it is, man. We got to get back in that. That's the first thing. That's the first thing you do. That's the first thing you do, man. Go back in the gym. When things are not going good at the house, what's the first thing you do? Because you don't want to be at the house. You know what I'm saying? You want to spend the least amount of time there possible because man, I got to go home to this, man. It's going to be this. It's going to be that, man. Let me start going to the gym. You understand what I'm saying? And usually, guys, when it starts getting to that point, everything from that point it goes downhill. Why? Because once you get back in the gym, you start building up back that masculine frame. You start to see like, okay, you're going to start to slowly see the disrespect. You're going to see that the boundaries are not being respected. There's a lot of things that are going to come to light when you're going through the issues that you're having and you start to build that frame back. And that's when it's going to seem like the relationship is just going to, from that point, it's just going to get worse and worse and worse because you're building back that masculine frame and you're able to see things from a more realistic view than when you had that emotional attachment and you was letting a bunch of stuff slide, man, and you was getting out of shape and things of that nature. So this is just my view on, you know what I'm saying, just my opinion why you shouldn't do it, okay? It's harder to maintain frame, guys. Another thing, man, like I said, man, you're going to lose your freedom. That's just what it is, man. Out the gate, you're going to lose your freedom. You understand what I'm saying? Because now you got to be home at a respectable time. You know what I'm saying? Every time you walk out of that door, out of respect, that woman's going to want to know where you're going. So now, hey, I'm going over here. Hey, I'm going to the barbershop. Hey, I'm going over here. Hey, I'm going over here. You know what I'm saying? And let you go over here, and then from there you go there. From there you go there. It's like, okay, hey, I'm leaving here and I'm going there. It sounds like a lot, but it's just like, man, oh, you said you're going to the barbershop. You've been going 5 hours. Yeah, but then I saw my homeboy, and then we went over here to the park. We played some ball, and then from there we went over there. You understand what I'm saying? So guys, you lose your freedom. If you're used to having your freedom, understand you're gonna lose that freedom. It just is what it is. And again, I mean, that's just respectable. You living with a woman, you know what I'm saying? And you letting that woman know, hey, I'm leaving, I'm going here, or I'm going there. Okay, that's respect. I get it. But I'm just saying you are going to lose that freedom, okay? You are going to have a curfew. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. And if a woman says, nah, you don't have no curfew, baby, you can come and go as you please. Okay, you try that. Okay, they'll go for it on the weekends. Or, you know, me and my fellas, we was hanging out, this, that, and the third. Do it every night. Come home every night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and just see how it goes. Okay, at your own risk, of course. All right, man. Another thing, man, when you move in with a woman, man, you are one step away from being homeless. Okay, you are always one step away from being homeless. Like I said, when everything is going good, it's going good. It's great. When things go bad, man, I'm telling you that bad is really bad. Guys, you are one step away from being homeless. You always have to understand that. And what that does to a lot of guys is it puts them in a scarcity mindset. It allows a lot of guys to accept a lot of disrespect simply because they don't want to be in a situation where they're homeless or they're bedless because they're sleeping on the couch, or they got to sleep at their homeboy house for 2 or 3 nights until everything calms down. Because I'm telling you, man, when a woman man, y'all got to understand, man, I talk about it all the time, man. Female nature, you got hypergamy and things of that nature, man. It's real, guys. It's real. It's real. It's real. It's real. You understand what I'm saying? When that woman, I'm telling you, all of the cons that I name relationship wise, man, when you're no longer mysterious, man, that lady, she's bored to you, man. You start losing that masculine frame. She sees that you're allowing disrespect, and the only reason you're allowing disrespect is because you have a scarcity mindset, because you could possibly be homeless if you start stepping up and enforcing these boundaries and things like that. I'm telling you, that woman's going to lose respect for you, and that's when the relationship is going to start to go downhill. It's going to go downhill, and the next thing you know, she's going to be like, oh, this is not working out, you know what I'm saying, or I need space, or whatever the case may be, you know what I mean? So look, one of the things you got to do, man, one of the things that you have to do, okay, in order to maintain frame. This is the one thing that I feel, guys, that you need to do to maintain frame, that masculine frame, when you're living with a woman, is you must always be in a situation financially where you can get up and go. Okay? I'm telling you, period, point blank. The only way that you can maintain that masculine frame or get that masculine frame back when you start to lose it is having the power to walk away. But you must understand, the power to walk away has a price. There is a cost that goes along with walking away. Guys, you always got to have a plan B. Women always got a plan B. You got to have a plan B. Women always have a plan B. Fellas, you need to have a plan B. That plan B for you is money. You got to have money so that when it's time for you to walk away, you can walk away. You understand what I'm saying? You got to have that, because if you don't, you're always going to be in a scarcity mindset. I think that's the number one thing that gets guys into a scarcity mindset, is because they don't have a plan B. They put everything into plan A. And they never had anything set aside for a plan B. Understand, women always have a plan B. Guys, you got to have a plan B. When plan A ain't working, then you got plan B, period. Always have some money stashed away, guys, that you can at any point in time get up and walk away. That's the only way. If you're going to move in with a woman, always have plan B. That's it. You want to be able to get up at the drop of a dime and be like, yo, you know what? I'm not taking this anymore. I'm gone. And be able to leave, man, and be okay. The last thing you want to do is be in a situation where you gotta sleep in somebody's basement. You know what I'm saying? I gotta go sleep in my car. I gotta go, sleep at, the office, sleep at the job, or whatever the case may be. And a lot of guys, man, that put them in a scarcity mindset, and so they don't do the things that they need to do to maintain that frame. Once you know you got a plan B, guys, man, I'm telling you, it makes the situation a whole lot different. It makes the situation a whole lot different, man. And at the end of the day, when a woman is not respecting you, that's the only thing you can do is to walk away. You need the power to walk away, but the power to walk away costs money. Always have that money ready. Always, always, always. I cannot stress it enough. Ask around. Ask men who've been through it, man. I'm telling you, like, the only reason I'm putting this stuff out is because, man, I'm going through my life. I'm talking to you from experience. I'm talking to you guys from experience. I'm not talking off of other people's experience. I'm saying you can ask other people about their experience. This video right here, I'm talking to you. All my video, I'm talking to you from experience, guys. It just is what it is, man. I can't really sum it up in this video. I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. But listen, guys, you always want to maintain frame, guys. Listen, man, just stay in your place, man. Just stay in your place, man. Listen, the only time I suggest you moving in with a woman, man, if you marrying that woman, if you are marrying that woman, like you have proposed, the wedding is set, and after the wedding, y'all move in together. You know, a lot of people say, oh, well, what about living together beforehand to know all that? Listen, I just gave y'all the breakdown of how I feel, my opinion on that, okay? I just gave y'all the breakdown, so you take that for what you want. Just use that and understand that these are the risks should you do it. If you do it, just understand the risk. That's all I'm saying. And that's what life is all about, understanding the risk. Life is all about risk assessment. I'm just giving you the information. Y'all do what y'all want with it. Look, I want to keep this as short as possible. I'm not even sure how long this has been. I'm going to end the video right here. But guys, listen, man, in my opinion, it's always going to be to your best advantage to stay in your place. I'll catch y'all on the next one.